Hello, I'm Jonathan Womack, and welcome to this edition of Community Insider as we bring you to Helping Hands Ministry with Miss Tammy Comfort. She is the minister leader of this wonderful ministry in McMinnville. You're going to find out more about the history of this wonderful organization and also how you can help on this edition of Community Insider.
To cook whatever meal, let's just say we're going to make meatloaf. Whatever we make that night, the kids will help make it and they get to eat it. And when they leave to go home, they will get a bag that's got all the ingredients, everything they need from a measuring cup to a measuring spoon. They will have it in their bag so they can go home and make it. And then they will come back the next week and they will give a detail of how it turned out. If it turned out good, if they liked it, if their family liked it, or if their family didn't like it. So we're very excited about this new program.
Grace Family Pharmacy announces new medication packaging service. It provides a simpler, safer medication experience through convenient, personalized packaging using the latest in pharmacy robotics. We're located at 357 West Main Street. Our phone number is 931-473-6418.
McMinnville, you're a great place to be. McMinnville, Tennessee.
The My Usage app is a way to conveniently pay online, anytime, day or night. You can also come by any Caney Fork Electric office and sign up for the prepay option available using the My Usage app. Know exactly how much electricity is used each day and the cost. Best of all, no monthly bill. You can set up email or text alerts, keep track of your usage, and pay your bill, all with the My Usage app from Caney Fork. Caney Fork Electric, keeping you informed.
Communitytvtn is brought to you by Security Federal Savings Bank, proudly serving the community we call home.
Dr. Pepper. Good for life, good for the community.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Womack. Welcome to this edition of Community Insider. We're with Miss Tammy Comfort. For more than 20 years, she has reached out to the community, helped out in so many ways. I know previously, many years ago, we covered some of what her ministry was doing. Of course, as you can see in the background, and you'll see with some of the B-roll, just an incredible ministry that's happening here in McMinnville. The reason that we want to bring this to your attention is how you can help. They have a thrift store. I'll let Miss Tammy say more about that. But welcome to Community Insider, and I appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Ministry, true ministry, is a calling from God, and you feel like that God has put this calling on your life. You have been in this for 20 some odd years.
Yes.
I guess there is many people that helps you, churches, organizations.
Many.
So let's just get into how you got this started.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Ooh, well, I don't know what to say.
When it all started, did you feel like did you see a need? Did sort of God put that in front of you?
There was such a need in this community. When I first got started, I worked at A.L. Smith.
Okay.
And I had hurt my back and I was out of work. And there was no help for me. I couldn't get food stamps because we drove too much money. I couldn't go to the food bank because we didn't get food stamps. There was no help for us. And so I think that was a stage in my life that I had to go through to get me to where I am now, because now I have compassion for those that work, the poor, the working poor. And that's the truth. We have people that go to work every day, and on Friday they get their paycheck at 3:30, and at 5:30 it's gone.
And so you saw this in your own life. This led you to coming to the place where you said, how can I help someone else? How did you get that ball rolling?
Well, I just started it out of my own house. I just found families that needed help, and I would send them a gift card in the mail, or I just started it out of my own. Sometimes I would go in and I would go through my pantry and I'd take half of what I had. If I had 2 cans of beans, I put 1 can of bean in, and I just took it to whoever was in need, and that's how I got started. This is our dining room area. They come in off the street and they sign in so we can keep an accurate count of how many actually gets a meal. We have them sit down and we actually cater to them. We don't make them stand in line to get a meal. We have volunteers that come in and they cook the meal, and we carry the plates to the individual and ask them if they want tea or water or milk. And we serve them at the table. We have prayer over the food before we start serving. And we always need volunteers for cleanup. We have a crew that cooks. I don't need a cook or anything like that, but I do need people that can come in and clean up, sweep, mop, do those kind of things.
Show us up front here, the food bar, beautiful food bar. What happened with you getting all this? How did you get it?
There was a restaurant that went out of business and we bought it, and it's a hot bar. We've got 2 hot bars actually. We actually don't use this one here. We use this one up here, and then we have a cold bar here that we don't actually use. We hadn't got big enough to need all that yet, but we have it ready to go.
You mentioned volunteers. What's some of the areas that they can help volunteer?
Well, we need volunteers on the last 2 Tuesdays of the month. We do a food ministry where we give away boxes of food. We need some hefty guys that can come and lift food. We need, well, women too. Some women can lift. I'm just not one of them, but the box will weigh about 40 pounds. We give that away twice a month, the last 2 Tuesdays of the month. We always need somebody for cleanup. Nobody likes to do cleanup, so we always need somebody for cleanup. We always need somebody to help organize and sort in the store. Those are the kind of things we need volunteers for. Our soup kitchen is open on Mondays and Fridays at 11:30, and we serve a hot lunch meal, which is a meat and vegetable and bread dessert. And we have a lot of homeless that come in and just eat, and we have a lot of elderly that comes in and eat.
You're located downtown Atlanta. Tell us your location.
We're at 216 East Main Street, right down from First National Bank. The homeless come, the elderly, we have a lot of elderly, and a lot of people that live in the high-rise come, and the people that live in the projects down below us walk up here. Most of them walk.
How did you make this happen with this facility?
Well, that would be Security Federal. They allowed us to rent for several years, and then they made it available for us to have a mortgage. Well, the thrift store is open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 o'clock. And all the money we raise there funds this ministry. It pays the light bill, it pays the mortgage, it pays the girls that works in the store. It just funds this whole ministry, and the community has been so gracious to donate to us. And we need slightly used, not abused clothing and household items. And it just keeps growing and growing. This thrift store is called the Heavenly Closet, but the whole name is Helping Hands Ministries Heavenly Closet. We just couldn't get all that on the door. And the money that we raise here goes back to fund the ministry, everything we do, the soup kitchen, the food ministry, our child necessity programs, all the things that we do. Oh, we always need people to come in and organize, straighten up, sweep, clean, that kind of thing. We're open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 4. We take donations on those days, and we need lightly used, not abused clothing and items for the thrift store. We take anything besides mattresses and TVs. We just don't take those. They can drop stuff off by 3 o'clock, from anytime from 9 to 3. Because my girls wants out of here at 4 o'clock. They're ready to roll. Okay, we offer clothes. We offer women's clothes. This is our women's section here. This is our household section here, where we have anything you can think of, from a glass to a pot and a pan. This is our men's section over here, where we have men's clothing and all kinds of knickknacks and dishes and books, movies, tons. This is our seasonal room, where we put out our seasonal stuff, our seasonal, whatever we have that's seasonal. Here's where we try to keep our lamps and our kitchen equipments, anything from a hairdryer to a iron. This is our kids' room here, where we have our children's clothing and toys and household domestics, curtains, that kind of thing. I'm excited to tell y'all about a new program that we have that we're adding to our Child Necessity program. It's going to be working through the Family Resource Center with Sharon Hardgrove. We're going to do cooking classes where we go and kids have signed up. Right now we have 14 children that have signed up for this program, and we're going to teach them how to cook. We're going to give them measuring cups, measuring spoons, whatever they need to cook whatever meal. Let's just say we're going to make meatloaf. Whatever we make that night, the kids will help make it and they get to eat it. And when they leave to go home, they will get a bag that's got all the ingredients, everything they need, from a measuring cup to a measuring spoon. They will have it in their bag so they can go home and make it. And then they will come back the next week and they will give a detail of how it turned out. If it turned out good, if they liked it, if their family liked it, or if their family didn't like it. So we're very excited about this new program.
All your local programs is home to you. Community Network Productions invites you to check out our website. That's Communitytvtn, all one word, .com. Also, we're on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel on your smart TV or any mobile device, or simply just Facebook and Instagram. We'd also like to hear from you with show ideas, or if you got a question about a show. Email us at communitytvtn@gmail.com.